Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Scaling New Heights App Academy. We're so excited that you're here. Just going to give it a couple of minutes while we let people in. We do have a big crowd today joining us, so it's very exciting to have you all here. Following up after Scaling New Heights, whether you went or not, it was a great event. Loved connecting with everybody in the ecosystem. So I'm your host, Amy Keenan, and I will be doing the brief intro and housekeeping. Yes, this is going to be recorded. Yes, we will send out the recording to all those that register and or attend. We also just want to briefly talk a little bit about our Be Insightful membership. If you haven't heard of it, maybe you are a member already. We're so glad that you are. Hopefully you're joining all the tracks and trainer sessions that we have each month, but it's a great community. It's a great way to get CPE. It's a great way to build up your skills and practice and learn from the best in the ecosystem. So if you want to learn more about Be Insightful, let us know. We'll send you some more information, because if you do register, if you do become a member, you'll be entered in to win a cruise. Yes, a cruise that we will be setting sail July 19th of next year. And you'll see the information here on the slide. So stay tuned for more information on that if you are interested. So thank you so much. All right, Nathan, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Hey, sorry, I was just
No
clicking.
worries.
So I'll share my screen just like they did.
Right now I see, yep, Zoho Finance. Is that what I should
Okay,
see?
sweet. Awesome. So I'll
It's
have a
not,
little.
there we are. Perfect.
Oh, we're good. All right. So I'll do a little bit of a slide deck real quick, and then I'll go into a demo as well. My name is Nathan Rogerson. I am the partner account manager over here at Zoho, and really my job at Zoho is to educate accountants, bookkeepers, CPAs about the Zoho solutions, or business consultants in general, about the Zoho solutions. Particularly today, we're talking about Zoho Books and Practice itself. If you're not familiar with Zoho, we are a competitive offering whenever it comes to a full suite solution. So we have everything from accounting, um, CRM to marketing tools to analytics tools as well. But really, a lot of that can come down to we're also unbeatable value. So that's really what's happening whenever you come to that suite. But we have a la carte options. So you can just go with Zoho Books. Your clients can just purchase Zoho Books. And we have practice management, which is essentially a CRM for accounting firms. No contract. You can cancel at any time, and stable pricing. So we have had the same pricing for the past 4 years, and we're pretty consistent with that. We don't really increase pricing, but we add features, and then we'll have a new subscription or something. But we don't take away from previous subscriptions. And we're very customizable whenever it comes to the suite itself or the products itself. So our accounting solution out of the box is very simple. In and out transaction can be cash basis, but we also have a true AP, true AR functionality within the accounting suite itself. And that's what from the customization side to even scaling with your business. So really growing with the business from the small business side to the mid-market and so on. We're ranked top in G2 rankings. We're noticed on Gartner. We're really all over the place whenever it comes to top 50, top 10 applications, whenever it comes from different applications within Zoho. Accounting Suite itself is ranked top 20 within G2 and top 10 in some places as well. A little history about Zoho, though. We've been around for 26 years. Going back to that suite that I was saying, we have 55 plus applications. But again, if you're kind of lost in the shuffle within what tech stack to choose, so we're even here with this presentation today. We have 4 different vendors. We, generally speaking, we have something that fits that mold. But always just reach out to support or meet myself to understand what application is best for you. And anything you see at the Zoho side can be a la carte by itself, or you can bundle it up and have suites together as well. We're in over 190 countries. So if you have any clients outside of the US, we support multi-currency. A big thing that we accomplished a few years ago was 100 million users worldwide. We have 15,000 plus employees, but actually it's close to 20K now. And whenever we're talking about the suites that I mentioned earlier, the finance platform can evolve from books up to our inventory solution, to our expense solution, payroll even, and billing. And this can be a suite by itself, or you can go in here and just pick out individual applications as well. Again, we are just talking about books and practice today. So whenever we're looking at books itself, double entry accounting, you have your financial reporting, you have your bank feeds, everything you would need from a cloud-based accounting tool. We have more advanced functionalities within it. So like advanced reporting, custom functions, custom buttons, custom web tabs, which I'll show you a little glimpse of, but there's a lot you can do over here. And that allows you to scale up with your clients, but also with your own firm. And speaking of scaling up, that's where Zoho Practice comes into play. If you're a one-person bookkeeper or accountant, you don't necessarily need to have a practice management solution. But for us, that's where you go and you manage your clients and your employees as well. So if you're working with clients and you have over 10 clients, you can put them all in our practice management solution, jump in and out of their accounting solution, and you can simplify your tasks, keep track of what's going on for your employees or yourself, collaborate with your client, collaborate with your employees. You can see financial insights. So it's really just a good tool for you to grab and look at before you even talk to your clients, to just grasp, what are some bank accounts that have been reconciled? What are your top expenses, top revenue items, and so on. So we give you some insights just so you can have more value add for your clients. Receive timely compliance alerts and document management, which is a big piece as well. You can manage all your clients' documents in one place. You're not having to search through your email, search through your computer, and so on. We do have a partner program, and that's where you can get access to Zoho applications for free. We have priority support for our partners. We have marketing initiatives. We have networking with existing partners. So you can partner with a CRM partner who has Zoho Books customers that needs assistance on the Zoho Book side. So we have a lot of opportunities for partners on the Zoho side. And really a big thing that we see on the Zoho, in the Zoho ecosystem, is once you really get started with Zoho, you seem to partners seem to adopt the other solutions and offer that to their clients. So what I like to call is go beyond accounting, go beyond bookkeeping, and you can start offering products outside of accounting, like analytics or something, for your clients. So it creates a stickier client, more value for your firm, more value for your customer, and at the end of the day, it's a way to separate yourself from other accountants out there. So here's our accounting solution itself. This is Zoho Books. Like I said, everything is a la carte. You don't have to just go and purchase every solution. So you can just have Zoho Books by itself. From the accounting firm standpoint, whenever you log in, this would be your firm's Zoho Books account, but you can manage all your different clients up here at the top right and jump in and out of these companies right here. So if you want to go work at Meg Coffee, you can do so. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now that I'm in Meg Coffee, I am the external accountant. So I'm not an employee of Meg Coffee. I can go in here and make adjustments, do bank feeds, do invoicing, do expenses, pull reports, do tax reports, and so on. But the importance of this is with our practice management solution, we do audit trailing as well. So we can see what you're doing and what your client's doing or what your employees are doing all at the same time. And I'll show you that here in a little bit. But whenever you join, get into Zoho Books for the first time, you're greeted with the dashboard. You can set up your dashboard and set up what you want to see there. So we have your revenue, your AP. Here, let me go back to my original account because that's has the official dashboard. So you can see your receivables, your payables, just a high level what's going on with your account. You see your cash flow and top expenses, incoming expenses, just a good insight for your client or your own firm. Whenever you go on the left-hand side, that's where you're greeted with the navigation tab. So we have your items, your banking, sales, purchases, time tracking, accountant, and so on. Items, where you go and put your inventory items or your non-inventory items. Any of these tabs on the left-hand side that you're seeing, you can import and export. So if you're migrating over here, or if you have a client that you're trying to set up for the first time, you can import a full item list, or if you're trying to adjust anything, you can adjust it that way as well. Everything has a similar interface. So whenever you click on the items, you click plus the plus icon, do new. Oh, sorry about that. You do new, and then you're able to go and just put in your new items. What's great about our inventory synchronous application that is natively synced into Zoho Books, you can actually add some of those inventory navigation tabs over here. So like composite items, items groups, even assembly over here and inventory adjustments. But if you're just using the standard version of Zoho Books, you would only see the items right here. But moving on to, see if it lets me cancel out of this. Hold on. Okay. So I got booted out a little bit. But moving on to the sales, that's where you enter in your customers. You can go the full AR side. So from quotes to the invoices to invoices paid. Um, Again, the interface is very similar to what you saw in the items. You click new at the top right, and this is where you can put in a new customer. You can do the contact person for this customer. If you have a customer who has an AP department or an AR department and you want to have different contact people, you can put those contact people within the contacts persons right here. You can put in their address, and we're actually working closely to have sales tax per address as well. That's going to be a feature rolling out soon. You can do custom fields. Right now, I don't have any here, but think of a custom field as something like um, if you want to have a certain sales rep to be selling to a certain customer, you can put in that field there so that every time you're dealing with that customer, you can enter in a sales rep who's being associated to this customer. Or it can be something as far as, well, we natively already put this in here, but we call it reporting tags, which is classes. So you can do different locations, different departments. And what's great about these custom fields and reporting tags is you can actually build reports based off of the fields or the reporting tags later down the road. So if you need that more in-depth reporting, you can do so. So moving on to invoices, quotes and invoices, very similar. One's just a quote and one's an invoice. And we have, oh, let me get out of that. So we always adding new features, and we'll let you know on the page whenever you go to it. You can add your customers, and see right here, we have the salesperson. This is a custom function for this invoice module, and you can go in there and just add different salespeople. And this is a great way to add additional reporting. And again, if you did the reporting tags, you can add them down here, which is similar to classes. So like I have Austin, Houston, you can do that, and you invoice this customer and it'll go to the Austin location. You can also make this mandatory. So if you have a customer who's having or if you have a client who needs this for all their locations or departments or so on, you can make that mandatory so you never forget, or they never forget as well. Moving on to purchases, we separate the expenses from the bills. Expenses is like business, your standard business expenses, and your bills are something that you're receiving that are coming in, and you need to go through the AP process with them. Again, same interface as sales, because we don't want to necessarily mix anything up too much. You can go into your vendors. You can have your contacts person for the vendors. You can have your custom fields, your reporting tags. The same exact thing as you can do with your customers, and same goes with, generally speaking, with your bills and your expenses. Guess I don't have any bills set up for this customer, but it's a similar interface. You put in your items down here. And if you're doing inventory, this is where you can do your POs and so on. Whenever you're purchasing items, it'll actually increase your items over there in your items list. So your inventory can be going up as you're recording those expenses. And whenever you're going down here to time tracking, this is where you can actually do some light project management. And let me go back to my accounting firm. Whenever you go over here to time tracking, this is where you can do some light project management. So if you have projects for your different customers that you want to keep track of, this is where you can do that. Going to Meg Coffee, we can actually see a profitability summary and see any time that's been associated with Meg Coffee, any purchases, any sales. You can set up a budget configuration for them, and you can do journal entries or see those journal entries that went towards Meg Coffee. And what's great, we automatically have a P&L by project right here. So we call it the profitability summary on that button, but it is the P&L for that certain project. So that's a little something that's included with Zoho. So you don't have to go out there and look for another solution outside of the Zoho tools. Moving on to the accountant area, that's where you do your journal entries, you do your bulk updating, your tax adjustments, tax payment. With journal entries, you can do recurring journal entries, or you can do create templates. So if you have payroll customers that are out there using ADP or something, you can do these templates, and you're able to. Um, I don't think I have any templates, so I would have to create it. But yeah, you can do your payroll every single week or bi-weekly or whatever, so you don't have to continually recreate the adjustments or the journal entries. We also allow you to manage your chart of accounts here, lock certain accounts. And what's great here is you can import and export these chart of accounts. So whenever you're cleaning up clients, you can do so here. We have light budgeting here as well, where you're able to see set quarterly budgets, monthly budgets, yearly budgets, and you're able to visualize what that would look like with a view budget versus actual. So you can see if you went over budget or if you're under budget. And it's a nice report. This is something you can provide to your clients as well. Moving on to reports. This is where we have over 50 basic reports from your P&L, your balance sheet, inventory reports, sales reports. Any of these reports can be customized and saved. So whenever you customize a report, you can do so here. So for example, I don't know if these are done by tags, but they might be. No, they're not. But you can go in here and you can edit. You can even edit a custom report. You can add certain tags, advanced filters if you wanted to do that. So this is for a certain project, but if I wanted to do it by a certain tag, I can do department, location, and pull a report for is in department one. Pull these reports and save this P&L as well. And you'll have a beautiful P&L by department and project. And what you can do is schedule this report to be going out either weekly, monthly. This is great for investors, or it's great for whenever you want to just send it to your clients. It's a nice, easy way to get reports out without you actually having to do anything. I'll send them an email, and you can add different email recipients down here so that it's just going out to those individuals. Moving on to how you really manage all these firms. So this is just Zoho Books itself. There's many more things I could go through, like the settings and the users and roles. Like, for example, if you wanted to create a new role, you could do that through the settings. So I'll just show you what that looks like real quick, just so you can see how we allow you to really customize every aspect of even a role. And you can go in here and say exactly what you want this individual to have, an employee to have, one of your employees to have, and save it, set up the user, have it there. But there's many more things, even with the organization itself. You can set up exactly how you even want what you want over here on the navigation tabs, as far as if you want the full AP, full AR side. But how you manage your clients is through our practice management solution. This is where you're able to manage your clients, manage the tasks, set up clients, manage their documents for those clients. Very simple. Homepage is where you can really keep track of your engagement, your tasks that are going on, the activity with the clients, and so on. But really, everything's done in this clients tab over here on the left-hand side. This is where you'll be able to see all your clients, all your different clients. Right now, it is associated to Zoho Books. I have Zoho clients on here. But if you wanted to include clients outside of Zoho Books, you can do that. You just won't be able to jump to those accounting solutions right now, but you can manage the client over here, and this will push over to your Zoho Books account as well. Whenever you're working with a client, so let's go back to Meg Coffee. This is a great place where you can collaborate with your client and collaborate with your employees. You're greeted with a home dashboard, so an overview of what's going on with the client. So you can see the client requests that you have, your tasks that are pending, your activity history, just high level Whenever you jump in, you can see what's going on and what you need to focus on with this client. Obviously, you can see a lot of pending tasks, so I would have to get to work with this client. Going to profile, this is where you manage the finance apps that they're using, the Zoho apps that they're using, any unbilled tasks that you've done and that are waiting for your billing. If you're using Zoho Books for the billing part, you can see the contact persons. You can add contact people, manage by. So this is where you add your employees. So if you need to assign a new user from your company, you can do so. Add them and say what application you want them to access. So this is great if you have contractors or employees. You don't necessarily want them to have access to all your clients. You can do that, set it up to where they only have access to whatever clients you want them to have access to. Task in the practice management solution, this is a great way for you to track how you're performing with the client and also the work that needs to be done with the client. You can set the priority level, the due date. You can make them recurring, and so on. One great thing is you can create from a template. So if you create templates out there, so say you have clients that you're working with that you always do the same sort of cleanup task. So you do something, another employee does something as well. It's a good way to just create a template and set it up. So after I do this for Meg Coffee, you'll see it'll jump up from task 163 and up with the task for accounting cleanup. So as you see, 163 was down here, and this is the new task for her or for Meg Coffee. And I probably need to go in here to delete some, but this is what we have right now. So what we're seeing is accounting analysis, which is me. I'm the manager. Correction AJEs is Mark. Account catch up is Mark. And account review goes back to me. And I made all of Mark's jobs high priority and mine normal because I'm busy. So we also go over here to insights. This is what I was talking about, where it's just more value that we're offering to our accountants for their clients. And this is where you can see just a high level overview of what's going on. So you have your age receivables, age payables, cash flow analysis, pending reviews, bank reconciliation issues. You can see any outliers over here as far as what the general ledger, top expenses, even expense summary. Just a little sheet of paper you can take in and talk to your clients about. Another thing we have is the client request. This is how you start collaborating or communicating to your clients. And this can be done through a client portal as well. Over here, this is something where you can stop using email, sending emails to your clients, and you start tracking every communication, every part of the communication that you have with the client. I'm just checking time real quick. But here, as you can see, cost of espresso machines, want to know if this is a fixed asset or something, send them a quick note. They respond back, and then you have that documentation within Zoho Books itself. You can also have contextual chat over here on the right-hand side. This is more like a text conversation where if you just want to quickly, hey, are you available for a call? You can do that over here. And this will pop up in their Zoho Books account, which I'll show you at the very end, which I think I have a couple more minutes to do so. These are all the emails that you've sent to your client. So if you have invoices going out to them or quotes or that sort of communication, it's not necessarily for you to email them. This is all the workflows that are built within Zoho Books itself. Discussion is how you collaborate with your employees. This is a great place for you to create a new chat. And what you'll be able to do is call the title, select the participants, and set it up within Zoho Practice itself. So you'll know exactly what's going on for Meg Coffee because this is where you're having conversations about Meg Coffee Q1 2024 cleaning. And you can include the customer here as well, but this is a good place for you and your team to just chat and keep the customer out of it, or you can include them if you're trying to figure something out within the, their bank reconciliations or something. And lastly, this is where you have your document management. All these documents can be separated by your client. So all Meg Coffee's documents are here and stored here, and you can upload files directly from your computer and attach them here. Another thing you can do in Zoho Practice is jump into the accounting solution itself. So you don't even have to go to Zoho Books if you don't want to. You can just work into Meg Coffee's practice right here. And lastly, before we jump off, I wanted to show you what it looks like from Meg's point of view. Here is Meg's Zoho Books account. Same exact thing we just looked at, really. But what I wanted to show you is how Meg would communicate with you, my accountant, and this is where the client requests are. This is where the contextual chats would be, Q1 2024 cleaning and open chat. So you can just communicate with them directly within Zoho Books itself, or Meg could with you. But also we have a client portal. This would be what Meg would see on her end, and they would be able to see the quotes. They would be able to approve them, add comments with them. They would even be able to, well, I guess, really decline them as well. So have that immediate feedback with your client. They'll be able to see the subscriptions they have with you. So if you start doing monthly subscriptions, not just billing hourly, you could do that here and manage it. They'll be able to see the invoices, payments made, and so on, and the projects that they have with you. For just that communication, there's no communication barrier, and they can just seamlessly speak to you. And well, you might not want to be available at all times, but you're able to just always have that communication, the door open, so that it can be just done through the client portal, so they're not texting you on a Saturday night or something along those lines. And lastly, one thing I didn't show earlier was our advanced analytics. But if you created advanced analytics reports within Zoho Books for your clients, you can create web tabs. So this kind of goes into that customization that I was talking about earlier. You can create web tabs for those or web tabs for really anything. But through Zoho Analytics, you can actually create reports that go beyond profit and loss statements, balance sheets, your basic inventory reports, and create these beautiful dashboards to help your clients achieve their goals of growing their business. So it. That's all I have. And if you guys want to learn more about Zoho, go ahead and head over to zoho.com and click right here where it says partners and click become a partner. And that's where you can learn more about our partner program. And I'll have a one-on-one call with you and walk through the Zoho practice, Zoho books, and how to get started for you guys. So I appreciate everybody for listening in.
Thank you so much, Nathan. It was great.
Well,
Love how you make it simple and easy to get all those things done. I guess that wraps up our Scaling New Heights App Academy. So thank you everyone for joining us today. We truly do appreciate it. And again, stay tuned for the recording. So have a great day, all.